So, welcome everyone to the Australian Grand Prix pre-race show. I'm your commentator David, and as usual, as I've been doing on these last rounds, I'm gonna be doing a lap around the Melbourne track. Of course, a track that has just recently been updated this year. So we are gonna go out on the Ferrari to drive around the new layout of this Australian GP circuit. So let's go. So coming into the final corner to start the flying lap. I'm not gonna do a flying lap, by the way, I'm just gonna do a slow lap. Normal main straight, same coming into turn 1 as always. First overtaking point. It's also not an easy place to overtake as well. Track is not an easy one to overtake at all, but not impossible. Same too as usual, first overtaking points on the first two DRS zones. Now coming into the usual end of sector 1, nothing has changed in here. All this corner section, going over the curve, and this is the new section. Instead of the old chicane, now we have this fast right-hander and this long straight, which at the first moment used to be a DRS zone, then they removed it just some hours before the start of the race, of the real life race. But you get a good slipstream and it's also a good overtaking point, but with no DRS. Here next comes the normal chicane as always. And now coming into this, other kind of updated chicane into this corner. This feels a bit different in this new game. And the rest of the track is the same as it was. And there's not many overtaking points, and the overtaking points are kind of tricky to actually complete an overtake, but it's gonna be fun to see drivers try and get past each other on this race. But I think that by far this layout is much more enjoyable for racing and for viewers than it was the old one. So yeah, I like this one much more than the old one. Also having to say that the season is being restarted. There's not gonna be two divisions anymore. There's just gonna be one division, and this is gonna be round 1.
Hey, I'm David.
That's what normal. So we will now, with less than 10 minutes to go, we'll start pre-race interviews for this Australian Grand Prix. We already have our first driver in the party chat. Cool guys, so welcome mate to the pre-race interviews show. It's nice to have you with us.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's first time in a pre-race interview, so
Yeah, the
can be a
first
bit.
time I think I interviewed you, so yeah, great to have you with us, mate. And well, first of all, let's talk about the most important thing right now. That is the season restart, which means that we have a totally different grid. And from what we saw in the first two races, the ones that have been already cancelled, from Bahrain and Jeddah, you seem to be the fastest man out of there on track, but simply the race conditions didn't go your way. But now you are gonna have to race against much more faster drivers than the guys you raced in the previous two rounds. So how are you looking forward into this race, into this season restart, now that you know you have a faster grid to face?
Well, I'm actually quite happy. I'm excited. Happy that it restarted, so I'm gonna have a tougher challenge. Um, what I'm looking for also this season is at least to be consistent because, as in my first two races, I was not consistent at all. Spun a lot of times, got penalties. So I think maybe top five is my goal for this season. I don't think it's um, possible because it's quite hard looking at the grid, but I'll be doing my best for this season.
Yeah, we can see some other drivers that were racing there at the front with you, like Hit My Dust, like um, Evilsuk, who won on Bahrain, and
Yeah.
Ben, also Angel, Arin are also gonna be racing here on this merge division. So it's gonna be interesting to see you all what is your performance now with the faster guys. But talking about the track itself, about the race Australia, well we all know it has a new layout. So, but we're gonna talk about the strategy now. What do you think is the best strategy? In my opinion, it's the conservative one, a medium hard, but maybe you have another point of view.
Yeah, definitely gonna go medium hard. It depends actually on where you start. If you like start from 16 to 20th, I think hard to medium might be the way to go. If you want to be more conservative, you're gonna know there's gonna be a safety car at some points. You just have to be quite lucky with it being at the end in the pit stop area for the hards. But if you're really wanting to push, then yeah, medium hards is really the way to go. Then after you can also do a hard to soft, but it is quite hard to master.
Then about the new layout, personally I'm gonna say that I found it much more enjoyable than the old one. I think it gives more chances of hard racing and overtaking. But also I've seen in other leagues that people are making a lot of mistakes around this track, spinning, getting penalties.
Yeah.
How are you looking into that today?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of penalties, it's I find it a bit harder since there are a lot of fast corners. So and the track on these corners are a bit small, so it's quite easy to just go wide. And in terms of spinning, yeah, it's much easier to spin, especially on the last corner. Going out, you put the power down too early, or in the S's. It's also very hard to keep it under control. Sometimes if you like touch the gravel or whatever, that just can ruin your race in just a split second.
Next is that I've also seen that around Australia it's pretty difficult to overtake. It's not. I thought it would be much easier, but it isn't. So, do you think it's gonna be hard to overtake today?
Um, Again, it depends on the tires you're on. But I think it's going to be actually there's going to be some DRS trains, yes, but to overtake, I think there's still quite a few options. There's I think like two after two DRS zones, you can go for a lunge in a deep braking zone. And then also there's that long straight that was added this season. for the new track layouts, that they can possibly just before the S's go and make a move with that with that ERS activated. So that's going to be quite interesting to see as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Alright, so now my next question is gonna be about the grid. So I'm gonna ask you about these guys. I think I don't know all of them, but I do know most of them. Who do you think is gonna be the fastest man here, the man to beat of this new division we've merged?
Definitely Fabian. So Face Pantera. He was one of the fastest last season. He contended with NLR Felix. So it's going to be very hard for anyone really to be at his level. But it is still going to be fun to see if anyone can be competing with him, because I mean there's some people like Fresh or Lele I've not seen, but it's going to be very interesting. But I do think Face Pantera is the one to win this championship.
Yeah, I've also seen some of him in the Discord chat, but I haven't seen him race. It's gonna be my first opportunity to see him in action today. Though we also have the past Tier 2 champion, Luke. I think he's also gonna be a fast man. He did a really good performance on Bahrain, if I remember correctly, and on Jeddah as well. So I think I'm gonna keep an eye on him as well. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Luke last season was Division 2 champion. He also looks quite fast. I haven't seen him a lot, but I think he's gonna be top three, top five for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I just hope there's gonna be someone to compete against Fabian, because I mean, looking at the grid, I don't see really anyone that I know.
yeah, I think someone might come out at the end. I guess we'll find out after qualifying. But I think we are 2 minutes to go now to start this race, so I'm gonna end the pre-race interviews. So thank you for your time, mate. It was really enjoyable to have you in the commentary box with us, well, in the party
Yeah.
chat. So,
Thank you very
well,
much, same
now
here.
wish you good luck on the race.
Thank you very much, and good luck commentating.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate.
Well, now we are gonna be ready to start in 1 minute, I guess. These guys should start to ready up, and we can go on action on the restart of the season for round 1 at Australia. I'm gonna take 1 minute break before the start, and then we can go. So welcome everyone to round 1 of PAFR Season 5. And well, first of all I have to say, maybe if you're asking why is this round 1, it is because the whole season has been restarted and we have merged only into one division, so I'm not Division 2 commentator anymore. It's just one division PAFR is gonna be having in this Season 5. So we are doing a whole reset of the season. Bahrain and Jeddah were absolutely cancelled, and now we are going on a fresh start here at Australia. Like on the previous years of F1, season used to start around here. Now, due to a restart of the season, we are gonna be starting this new season here at Albert Park at Melbourne. So yeah, 20 different drivers, not all different from the ones I used to commentate. We still have some guys like Cool Guy, who was in the pre-race interviews. We also have other guys from Division 2 like Eat My Dust, like Arin, our league owner, like Womax, like Angel, like Ben. But yeah, also some other new guys from Division 1. Also we have Elvis from Tier 2 from Division 2. But anyway, we are gonna focus now in the qualifying session itself, and drivers have already started to come out of the pit. And I think the first driver that's gonna start a flying lap is gonna be exactly Cool Guy. So we are gonna go now on board with him to his first flying lap on this qualifying session, coming into the main straight to start his flying lap on the outside of the corner, down into 4th gear, not cutting at all the inside curve there, taking though the outside curve for turn 1. Up into 8th gear now. He's gonna go all the way by the outside of the track once again, down into 3rd gear, taking the inside corner. Going all the way by the outside, but keeping the four wheels on track. Now going all the way by the outside, up into 7th gear, into the fast new chicane. Up into 8th gear, I think he might have lost a bit of time, but well, it's up to everyone's driving style. Now the Red Bull is gonna leave the space for him. Not gonna impede him in his first flying lap, coming into the new long straight with, well, with curves, not curves. And now coming into the chicane, sets a purple sector 2. Of course, it's the only time that's been set till the moment. And coming into this tricky braking point now, taking all of the outside curve, but getting really nice exit out of it. Down into 5th gear, quickly up into 6th gear once again, and now he's gonna be blocked a bit there by a Ferrari, but I think it might have not costed him yet time, but still it's kind of little of a distraction there, maybe a bit of dirty air as well. Coming into the line, and it's an 18.1 for Cool Guy on his first run. Now Urbina goes second fastest, but 6/10 behind. Evelsu goes second fastest now, and 18.5, still 4/10 behind PFR Cool Guy. Well, I'm going now on board with Ash, a man that I haven't seen time ago, since last season on Division 2. Miris Mela is already out because crashed out at the end of Sector 1. Paco now goes first fastest with a 17.8. BB goes was second fastest with 17.9, not too far away from Cool Guy's time. And here comes Ash, the man that I've seen in Division 2 but last season in F1 2021, and now goes 6th fastest with a 118.9. Ben 7th fastest, 19.0, and Narin with a really slow time, but I guess it was a terrible lap from him, a 19.8. That's only 8 people right now have set a lap time. We have Muffin, who is gone off the road there and is going to be entering the pit lane. He's not going to be able to complete his lap. I think Muffin was one of the fast guys from the first races of Division 1, the 2 first races that were already cancelled, so this is going to be one to keep an eye on, I think. So also we have Euge from Division 2 that's coming to this merged division. Freestyler and Spins, I've also met him, also seen him race past season on Division 2 in F1 2021, and well, now he's back here in this merged division as well. Womax on an outlap. Deadly Mosquito is gonna come to the line to finish his first flying lap, and it's gonna be a 21.0, a terrible time. Face Pantera said a 20.7, but I guess that's a terrible lap from him as well. As by what Cool Guy said to me in the pre-race interviews, he should be the man to beat here, but he's not demonstrated it by now. But of course, there's still a long way to go, 12 minutes to go in this qualifying session, so yeah, still no need to show all his pace right now, especially if he's the man to beat. He has a lot of pace in the back there to show us later. Womack's currently on a flying lap. We're gonna go on board with him into the end of sector 1. Third gear for him, not going really fast, to be honest. I don't see him at too much speed. Not taking out any of the outside curve. Is now gonna do a 28.2 in sector 1, down into the long straight. Take there. I think he might not even be in a push lap. No, he's not in a push lap. Sorry, I completely missed that. He's not using ERS, so maybe he overfilled a bit the car there because he is already started a lap, but he decided to do one more warm-up lap instead of just start to go for it now. And yeah, he's gonna go now. He's gonna have a bit more wear on the tires, but less fuel into the car, so there's a spinner in turn 1. I think that is a Red Bull. That, I guess it's Arin, or it isn't an out lap, I'm sorry, but there's a yellow flag in sector 1. Now going on board with Herbina, who is being blocked a bit there by the Aston Martin of Ash. Not sure if that costed him a little bit of time, and now there's an Alpha Tauri there in the way as well. Here comes Herbina. Is gonna do a 26.9. Is improving 3 temps in sector 1. That would place him only up into 4th place, but there's still some more, 2 more sectors to go. Fastest time at the moment is by Paco in a 17.8. Now improving 4 temps into sector 2. That is, might be even a top 3 for Herbina. You still have to come into the finish line, and C still has this final sector to improve a lot, and I think he can easily go for even a P2 there if he gets a massive final sector. Goes a bit wide there, maybe costed him a little bit of time. Coming into the final corner quickly up in gears into 5, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, and now into the line, and it's gonna be a 17.9, a P3, almost a P2 by only 17 thousandths of a second missing it. Really close to BB. We're now gonna follow Paco into muffing now. As I was saying, he was gonna be one to look at, and he's done a 17.6. Not that far ahead of his teammate Paco and the other guys, but still sets the fastest time of the session with 9 minutes to go. Now going on board with Paco, only improving 75 thousandths in sector 1, but he has already invalidated that lap. So yeah, BB has also invalidated his lap. Cool Guy is on an out lap right now, and Face Pantera, I'm gonna go on board with him, but he has invalidated once again. I'm gonna go on board with Aring now, who is, no, sorry, I'm not, because he's on a warm-up lap. Gonna go on board with Cool Guy now once again. Coming into sector 1, and he is possibly gonna go all the way by the outside like in his previous lap. Yes, he does. Now coming into the inside, 3rd gear for him. Quickly up into 4th gear, into the exit of the next corner, 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, and now coming into the fast right-hander. Proving already 2 attempts only in sector 1. That is gonna place him possibly around P4. Coming into the long straight and gonna go into the chicane now. Is gonna go 3 times faster. Yeah, should be even a P3 for him, but he now massively cuts the corner, and that is gonna be a direct invalidation for him. Paco is now on another flying lap, improving I think 1/10 into sector 1. Now coming at the end of sector 2, well on the long straight yet. Now currently being a Ferrari domination, a Ferrari 1-2 till now. Improving 2 times in sector 2, that should easily place him up in first place if he improves on the final sector, or does an equal final sector. Now taking a bit of a slip from the Aston Martin there. Minimal, I don't think it didn't give him a massive advantage, but now coming into the last sector, down into 5th gear, getting a nice exit out of the curb there. 4th gear, quickly gonna go into 5th gear for the exit of the final corner, taking all of the outside curb and coming into the line, and it's gonna be a 17.5. That's 1/10 faster than his teammate, almost 2/10 faster than his teammate. 17.5 for Paco to increase even more the Ferrari gap to the rivals. So I'm going on board now with Womax into the final couple of corners. He is currently 15 on the grid. Let's see how much can he improve on this lap. Comes into a line and goes 11th fastest, 118.8. And does exactly the same time that his teammate Angel, but yeah, Angel should be ahead because he did the time first, but well, this game has always placed the man that does it. It's been the opposite. The man that does it in second place gets placed ahead for some reason, when we all know that the real life rule is completely the opposite. So I think they should look into fixing that for the next time. Look at Evilsuk doing a really good job in this new division, sitting there on P8. I think it's a really good job from him, coming from Division 2, winning at Bahrain, and then having a terrible race at Jeddah, but still now doing a really good job putting himself up into P8 on this mixed division with the faster guys. Cool guy, currently on P5, that, like he was saying, he was gonna be happy with a top 5. He is achieving that at the moment. And Muffin, I think, is on the end of his flying lap, so let's see if he can improve his previous time. No, he can't. It's no, actually it does improve, but only some thousandths of a second. He's got a bit closer to his teammate, not that much, but still, something is something. Some thousandths can give you more than one position even in this, as close as this game is. So yeah, every improvement is welcome. We are gonna go now on board with Evilsuk, who is starting what should be his final flying lap on this qualifying session. Coming into sector 1, he's gonna go also into the fast right-hander, 2 fast right-handers in here, taking the outside curve on 6th gear, now up into 7th gear, staying in 7th gear. And I think he didn't got the best exit out of the corner. He has a purple sector 1, but I don't think that's real. I think that's possibly just the usual glitch of the game. Now we're gonna come into the chicane, and it's improving 89 thousandths of a second into sector 2, and that is not gonna, yeah, that is gonna move him 1 or 2 places ahead on the grid, down into 3rd gear for this tricky braking point that he maybe not nails it on the inside of, on the whole inside of the curve, but he does get a good exit out of it. Down into 2nd gear, quickly up into 3rd gear for the next couple of corners. Coming into the final corner, and is gonna go now into a line, coming into a line, and it's gonna be an 18.2, puts himself up into P6, only 1/10 lower than his old rival in the old division, Cool Guy. So really good performance there by Evolsuk. Then also Euge put himself up into P7, which is also a really good performance to see now. Face Pantera now goes up into P7, and it's not at all how Cool Guy described it to us in the pre-race interview. He's actually struggling a lot. He does an 18.3, that is 8/10 behind the lead, Paco. So yeah, this man not really showing to be on the pace, so we'll have to find out exactly what Cool Guy meant when he told he was gonna be the man to beat, but it's not like that till the moment, and he's not gonna have any more time for another flying lap, I think. Only 1 minute if he doesn't have the fuel, so no. That is gonna be his finishing position. He's not gonna have any more runs. So we are now gonna focus in the battle for the lead. It's now the Ferrari dominating both on and out lap. Let's see who of them is gonna be taking pole position, or if maybe it's gonna be someone else. Evolsuk has retired from the session, but I think that's been in the pit lane. Yeah, because he didn't have the time to do any more laps. And Paco now starts his final flying lap. We are gonna go on board now with the man that's leading. It does a little slide, I think, there into turn 1. That might have cost him a bit of time. He's not gonna take, yeah, he's gonna take a bit of the outside there into the next corner. 3rd gear. Stays in 3rd gear for the corner. Now quickly up into 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear. They're gonna take all of the outside curve. He invalidates, and that's gonna put him in disadvantage against his teammate Muffin. That is now gonna have a chance to look at him and try and take that pole position away from his teammate. In sector 1, improving 2/10. I think this is done if he doesn't make any mistakes in the next 2 sectors. That pole position, I think, is definitely gonna be for him. Muffin pushing as hard as he can. Now coming into the end of sector 2. Next step is gonna be the chicane, and it's improving 2/10 still, but that is gonna be enough to place him up in 1st place. Gets a decent exit out of the chicane. Gonna come into the tricky braking point now. Down into 4th gear only. Keeps it on 4th gear there. A bit of a slide maybe there, but gets a nice exit out of the corner still. Oh, and invalidates! He's made a massive mistake there. He had the pole position in the back and now throws it away. And Cool Guy, look at Cool Guy. He goes now 3rd fastest, only 2/10 behind. Paco, that is now, due to this, gonna take pole position, I think, unless here comes BB, who goes 4th fastest, and Urbina is invalidated, so it's gonna be Paco who will take 1st pole position of the season at Albert Park. But yeah, it was Muffin who could definitely have taken that, but messed it up in the final sector. And a really strong performance there by Cool Guy, who managed to stay there into 3rd place. But as you can see, I think the gap from most drivers here is not big at all. I think from P1 to P10 are on less than a second. Yeah, from P1 to P10 they are on less than a second of difference, so we should have a long train, or maybe we should have a long train. Not sure how easy it is to break the DRS here at Australia. Of course, you have that long straight with the slipstream and all that. Have some, yeah, 3 DRS zones, 3 DRS straights at least, 2 detection points. So yeah, we might be getting a long train today, but of course we'll have to see. So welcome back to PAFR Season 5 Round 1 at the Australian Grand Prix. PAFR supported by SpecCon. And we are now waiting for the drivers on the grid to set their strategies. They are not gonna ready up. They are just gonna wait for the announcement, and I'm gonna go quickly and check what strategies are drivers gonna go for. So we see most people are aiming for the medium set of tires, but we have Weird that has selected the hards, but he started on P11. Then we have Eat My Dust and Angel starting on the hard tires, Deadly Mosquito and Miris Metal on the hards as well. So what I want to say is that, well, with the new update and the cold tires and all that stuff, it's really hard to get those tires in temperature. I think Formation Lab is still on in this league. I know many leagues are taking it off due to a lot of glitches and all that stuff, but still I think the hard tires are a really difficult tire to manage for the start of the race. So we'll see how these guys manage to do it. I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for the start of the Australian Grand Prix. We should be starting in around 1 minute, I guess, or maybe 2 minutes. And there we go, the countdown has started. We are gonna get started with this Australian Grand Prix. I think, as I said, the Formation Lab is still on, but we'll find out in the next couple of seconds if it is or if it is not. Well, the game seems kinda stuck for me. Countdown has finished, but we are not getting started. Oh, and Paco has left the session. I think the lobby might have an issue. But actually now the information lab has started, but I don't have any access. Oh, you see the car lagging there massively. Yeah, I don't have any access to forgot the name. The spectator menu. Oh, there it is. But yeah, we are gonna be restarting the lobby. It's gonna cost us some time, but it is what it is. We will have to do it for the good of the competition, because if not it was gonna be a big mess. So yeah, we will be doing now a new lobby for the start of this Australian Grand Prix. Hope it doesn't take that much time to do. So we are still waiting for the lobby to be set. 19 drivers, we're missing one still, so we're gonna have to wait a bit more. I think sadly we haven't got any comments in the commentary box yet that I could be reading right now to distract myself. But anyway, I'm gonna be here waiting for the start of this race that hopefully will be soon. Oh, so someone else left and we were supposed to start now. It's gonna be 18 drivers only racing on this race from the 20 we had. But anyway, it is what it is. We are finally gonna get started, I hope. I don't know who's the Aston Martin that left. I just know it's an Aston Martin because they are saying that in the chat. But I don't know who it is. So I guess I'm gonna be around 3 more minutes waiting in here. And we have a lot of people on the medium tires, but this time it is Arin on the softs, Pantera on the softs, and Weird has changed for the hard set of tires. So kind of an interesting strategy, and they say that's broadcast formation lap. So I guess we'll see what happens. Now Arin has switched into the mediums, Angel has switched into the hards. Talking about the strategy, in my opinion, it's in just a medium, hard, hard, medium, whatever. Softs, in my opinion, are trash around here, so I wouldn't recommend using them. But well, seems like Face Pantera wants to go. No, he's changing to the mediums now. If you can't hear me, don't forget your setup, guys. I know it's a restart, I know it took a while. But don't forget that is gonna be the most important thing, because without a setup, you'll be done, so... I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so we got... No way, okay.
Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
I'm gonna be completely honest. To be honest, I don't know what was the reason for this. I mean, if they were gonna do this, they could have simply just taken away formation lap at all. I think it would have been the same, but yeah, it is what it is. Personally, I would have taken out formation lap, as I think we all know it's really glitchy on this game, so I would just take it off until everything is fixed with that. But well, I think tires are gonna be massively cold still, even with that broadcast formation lap. But okay, here are the drivers. We are gonna get started this Australian Grand Prix. Here come the lights. 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. And Paco's got a terrible start. And look at Cool Guy's got a really good one into turn 1 already ahead of Paco. Paco's dropping into P5. Face Pantera has got a really good start, but now is being retaken the place by BB in 3rd place. Paco's got a terrible, absolutely terrible start of the race. So Muffin leads, followed by Cool Guy, then comes BB. Oh, and there's a massive accident! Cool Guy and BB out, Womack's out! What is going on here? Massive disaster there. And we have already 3 people out, 2 of them possible contenders for the race win. What a massive disaster. Well, and you can see how disastrous that was. And look at Luke, he's made up 12 places in the start. Oh, and now we're spins. We're spins in safety car conditions. It is now down into 8th place, 9th place, and I'm not sure if someone ahead got an illegal overtake. Yeah, It My Dust did. Well, I have to say that start of the race was a total disaster. Drivers had to know that the tires were going to be massively cold and they needed to be careful, but someone didn't. I think someone spun ahead and caused a massive crash there at the front of the race. And look at Paco, he finally is back due to the crash into, well, at least 2nd place behind his teammate. But that was full carnage there on lap 1. A complete and absolute disaster, and yeah, that's what cold tires can do. That's why drivers needed to be a bit more careful there. Now Luke, due to people making their stops, made it up 14 places. Now it's up into P3 of this race, after having started at the back of the field. And we got our first comment in the commentary box. Now that we are under safety car conditions, I'm gonna go quickly and read what that is. But yeah, that was disaster start of the race for Womack, and well, for 2 of the guys that were supposed to be fighting for the win of this race. Oh, from what I got from the Discord, Cool Guy is apologizing for that. So, well, that is, he was at fault then for the incident. I guess he spun and caused that crash. I didn't got it all, I got just the ending of the crash where I already saw the 2 guys out. And yeah, this leaves us with 15 people on the grid. And safety car is gonna be going out on this lap, so we're gonna start the race on lap 4. And I'm gonna quickly go and read the comment that we got in the commentary box. Oh, it was a comment from Cool Guy who says, bless you. So thank you for that, mate. I'm minutes late to replying to you, but still, thank you, mate. It was, of course, from when I sneezed just before the race started. And well, then sadly happened what it happened on lap 1, that big crash that left us with 3 drivers less on this race. But now we should be getting restarted. Yes, safety car. Oh, and Weird now is crashed out by his own on safety car conditions. We already saw this guy spin under safety car in lap 1, and now he has spun once again and crashed himself out of the race. So Muffin is gonna restart the race ahead of his teammate Paco. We are gonna get going now in lap 4. Muffin leads, then comes Paco, then comes Luke, then comes Aaron, who didn't got a good restart at all. He's gonna be put a bit under pressure by Freestyler there into turn 1. No. Keeps it nice and clean there, but yeah, he's lost a lot of time to the leaders. Now Luke might be there in contention for something against Paco, well, the Ferrari guys. Muffin starts pulling away a bit there, 7 tenths ahead of his teammate Paco. Then comes Luke, then comes Aaron, then Freestyler, then Atom Kev. Then comes Eat by Dust, then comes Miris Mela, then Euge, then Deadly Mosquito, then Angel, who is attacking right now. Deadly Mosquito for P10 of the race, both drivers on the hard tires. Here comes Face Pantera now going for a move on Angel on the new long straight of the track. He's gonna try and go all the way by the outside, I guess. Down the inside, there's no room there. He needed to go side by side and get past the middle of the straight. Oh, when they make contact, that's Angel round. That's Angel round, and that is 100% Face Pantera's fault. He tapped him from the back and sent him around, spinning round and round into the exit of the chicane. Oh, and Luke is got past Paco. Not sure if Paco made a mistake there, but that is Luke ahead into P2. And now Luke is gonna be on the attack of Muffin. There is a spinner, that is Angel once again. We have now a battle between Face Pantera and Evilsook there for P11 of this race. Here comes Face Pantera attacking the Haas driver, and also Evilsook attacking Deadly Mosquito as well. Angel is gonna be stopping, I guess, in the pit lane if he has damage. And here comes Evilsook on Deadly Mosquito. We're gonna go on board with him, but there is not enough straight line speed there to get past him. Then comes Face Pantera as well, but he is a bit more far behind. Here comes the Deadly Mosquito, didn't get the better exit out of the corner. Here comes Evilsook, is gonna get it past into the heavy braking point, and no, even ahead of that, he gets past Deadly Mosquito. Evilsook is the new P10 of the race. And here comes Face Pantera as well on Deadly Mosquito. He should be getting past as soon as possible. I think he almost made contact with him. Coming into the corner, they made contact there. They made a bit of contact there. Now the other McLaren is going to try and go ahead. That's Ben going ahead of Face Pantera into the final corner. It's McLaren versus Red Bull there. But look at his straight line speed. Face Pantera is going to go easily ahead of Deadly Mosquito. I think he's going to try and send it down the inside. No, he can't. He can't get completely ahead of him. But now with the DRS, he should be getting past him. On the next lap, there's a yellow flag, and that's a spinner from Angel. There goes Face Pantera down the inside. Luke gets a 3-second time penalty. And here comes Ben trying to go all the way by the outside of his teammate. Face Pantera is already ahead of Deadly Mosquito, who cost him a couple of time there. Now 2.6 behind Evilsook. Muffin leads, then Sir Luke, then Paco on the DRS of Luke. That has picked the first penalty of the race. There's a yellow flag there. But quickly we go back green. Oh, that is Angel once again. Spun it out. Oh, and there's a contact there. There's contact. That's Arinov. That's Arinov and into the gravel. He got tapped by someone there, I think. I didn't see who it was. And Angel now gets 10 seconds for exceeding track limits. Well, a lot of carnage there on this first lap of the race. Now Aaron getting spun as well. Atom Kev is coming into pit lane, so I guess he was the one that touched him. That would explain the breaking off his front wing. Another yellow flag. Oh, that is Paco. That is Paco off. That is Paco off into turn 2, I think. He is now gonna be Freestyler is now gonna be just at the back of him. Then comes Miris Mela, that is on the hard tires, also a factor to look at for the rest of this race. Atom Kev has gone for the hard compound of tires. Angel is coming into a pit lane once again, and he's retiring from the session, yeah, because he was already being lapped. He had really nothing more to do in this race. So into lap 7, Muffin leads, then comes Sir Luke, then comes Paco, then comes Freestyle. There's another yellow flag. Oh no, that's second, sorry. And here comes Evilsuk now picks a 3-second time penalty. This is not good at all for him. Arvin is now just ahead of his teammate. Not sure if there's gonna be any team orders here to let Pantera by, or if they are gonna stay how they are. Evilsuk is 5 seconds behind Eo, which is closing a bit the gap there, I think, in that couple of corners. But, well, Evilsuk is on the hard set of tires. Oh, and there's a little slide there by Face Pantera, who now loses DRS to his teammate. He's lost 1.8 seconds behind now. Aaron is trying to close the gap into Evilsuk as well. Oh, there's kind of a battle here on track between Miris Mela and... No, sorry, Eat My Dust and Eoj. Another yellow flag, that's Luke. That's Luke is round. Luke is round, and now here comes Paco down the inside of Luke. Gets past head of the Aston Martin driver after both make mistakes. But at the end, it's Luke who ends up losing the place to Paco, and that leaves Muffin with an 8-second gap there on the lead of the race. Can just be looking into his tires, managing the pace, looking to not cut any corners and not get any warnings, and yeah, just take it easy for the rest of the race if nothing weird happens. I think there's a battle going on here between the McLarens, but yeah, they are not close to each other anymore. Ben is ahead of his teammate Deadly Mosquito. Now, Ouch and Eat My Dust. This is the battle that continues for P6 of the race. Look at all the traction. Ouch is getting out of the corners, but Eat My Dust does have full ERS. But here comes Ouch. He's gonna try and go all the way down the inside into turn 1, and he's gonna get the move done now. I don't think Eat My Dust is gonna be able to respond now, because he doesn't have the DRS, but he does have the ERS. So let's see if he is able to do something in here. He's gonna try and go all the way down the inside, but he goes a bit deep there, goes a bit deep. This might allow Eat My Dust back there. Gets good traction out of the corner, better traction than Ouch does this time. And now we are gonna come into a long straight, and I think this might be an overtaking opportunity for Eat My Dust, but no, I think Ouch does get a really good exit out of the corner. Luke trying to stick into the DRS of Paco, both with not, well, Luke with no ERS at all, Paco with some ERS. Paco makes a mistake now, goes a bit off the road there, but I think Luke copies a bit that mistake as well. Miris Mela now attacking Freestyler, is gonna try and send it down the inside. They leave room to each other. It's really tricky to make hit two cars into that corner, but they do. Miris Mela has to back off a bit there and stays behind Freestyler. Luke gets another penalty, so he is cutting so many corners right now. We keep following the battle between Miris Mela and No, sorry, this time it is... No, Miris Mela and Freestyler. Yeah, Miris Mela, who seems to be faster now on the hard compound of tires. Miris Mela could well be looking here for a P2 finish, as he's not far behind from Paco. And is now on the hard compound of tires. Look at the difference of pace and traction he's getting. He's easily gonna get ahead of Freestyler in the middle of the straight. And now he's gonna go and try and chase for Luke, who is still gonna finish ahead of him on this race due to the penalties. And then he's gonna try and go chase for Paco. So Miris Mela looking really good here for a P2 finish. Also, Muffin doesn't seem to have that much pace compared to his teammate. Paco's been shortening a bit the gap there. But I think also Muffin might be saving a bit of his ERS as well, so as he has a long gap ahead on the lead, so that might be the reason as well. We are getting more comments in the commentary box that I will be reading really soon. 5 comments now, that's really fast. We have getting comments in the commentary box, so we still have time till Miris Mela possibly catches Luke. And we have that battle for P2. Really, we don't have that much action on track. "12 comments in like 5 seconds. Who is typing?" So I'm just gonna say that we are getting nonsense comments in the commentary box. They are saying Fex raid or something like that. Someone screaming Fex raid like 3 times. And then someone says there are some people in the chat going crazy, and someone against this Fex raid. And now that he asking who is Fex. Someone spawn, I got a message and then it got immediately deleted. Well, this commentary box is definitely going crazy now. They're okay, I'm not gonna be reading these comments anymore because they are totally nonsense. But anyway, it's good to have some viewers in the chat and, well, commenting like crazy, but of course for themselves. I'm not gonna, yeah, if you wanna talk, send 100 message in the chat and talk between yourself, but I gotta focus now in the race. So, coming back into the race itself, here comes Arin at the back of Ebelsuk battling for P7 of the race. Ebelsuk has no ERS while Arin has almost full battery. Locking up with his tires there into that tricky braking point. Paco's now coming into a pit lane. He's coming in for a set of hard tires. And here comes Miris Mela that has finally catched Luke on lap 13 of this race. Now the question is, can he get ahead of him? Luke has more ERS, but now Miris Mela's tires should be working better than Luke's. So let's see what Miris Mela can do against. I think these two used to race together in Division 2 last season, if I'm not wrong. But Miris Mela is now gonna be on the attack, and also Freestyler is not far. Freestyler has managed to hold into the DRS train, and he might have a look on Luke now. Also that Luke has those time penalties, so it should be getting ahead of him. Here comes Miris Mela at the back of Luke. Luke will have to use some of his ERS to defend against him, but also I think Luke will be stopping soon. Luke makes a mistake. Luke makes a mistake, and that is gonna allow Miris Mela easily through. Luke couldn't even defend from that due to that slide that you could all see there on the stream. That places Miris Mela up into second place, but he's 11.3 seconds behind the lead of the race. So I think most that he can aim is for a P2 finish against Paco, that is now stuck behind Face Pantera. Muffin is also coming into the pit lane. Where is he gonna come out now? He is coming out on 4th place, and yeah, Evelsu conveniently is very far behind him, so I don't think he's gonna be losing the place even on cold tires. But well, they are hard and they're gonna be really cold, so we'll have to see. Paco now still unable to get past Face Pantera. Idmaidas now picks a 3-second time penalty. Miris Mela now needs to catch a bit the pace. A safety car in the next couple of laps would be great for him. Could well place him in contention for the win even of this race. And here comes Muffin, 3 seconds behind Aveuch. Still, I think stars must not be that not on temperature. Still should be a bit cold at this point. But of course there are much fresher tires than all the tires from the guys ahead. There is a yellow flag that is Idmaidas. Paco now gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That is gonna help Miris Mela lighting his chart. Oh, there's a safety car! There's a safety car! There is a safety car on track, and that is gonna allow... Who is that in the wall? Oh, it's Miris Mela! It's Miris Mela has made a massive mistake in the pit lane entry. And now, does he even have wing damage now? Oh, we're gonna follow him into his pit stop. Yeah, he's completely destroyed his wing. And, well, luckily got that safety car, but he's now gonna lose a lot of places. And he's now gonna hold his teammate as well in the pit lane. He's gonna have to use, well, the safety car would have been much better for him in the next laps. Not here now. Deadly Mosquito gets a 5-second penalty for spitting in the pit lane. Face Pantera spitted for mediums as well. Aryan spitted for hards. Miris Mela's now down into P6, so I think it's not been that of a disaster for him. But it's not gonna have that tire advantage against the Ferraris that it could have been before. Evelsuke stayed out on 13-lap old hard tires, which is kinda crazy. Freestyler now is in a really good position, and I think the guys are still spamming the chat on comments, so I think I'm gonna get those guys some attention. There I have about 30 comments, and let's see what they are saying. Now that we are under safety car conditions, well, Fexalan says good stream, nice commentary. So I'm gonna say big thanks to you for that. And yeah, we have a lot of commentaries in the commentary box. Some guy playing there, the commentator in the commentary box as well. So it's good to see the guys are enjoying it though, going crazy in the chat and all that. Yeah, it's like really nice. Nice and appreciated to have that much support there in the commentary box. See people really enjoying it. So yeah, well appreciated, all that stuff. So good. Who is the best driver in this league? Well, I have to tell you that most of the time I've spent on this league I've been commentating for Division 2, so I've not been with the fastest guys. It is my first race commentating with the top guys, but I don't know who would be the fastest guy in the league. I would say So yeah, I can definitely tell you who is the fastest driver in the league at this point. So Hohensi says Felix Song probably at the moment. Yeah, but Felix Song is not racing right now. But well, if we are talking about history about this league, I guess the best driver this league has had. I don't know if I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna say it. I think the best driver this league has possibly had is Baraka. I think most people know him. He's a really fast and consistent driver. So I'm gonna say if we talk about the total story about this league PAFR, I'm gonna say that the best driver is possibly Baraka, who is also a really good friend of mine. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. But if we talk about current drivers, then I wouldn't know who it would be. Possibly would be Felix, but he's not racing right now, so then Fexelan says I think Miris will win because he's on mediums. Yeah, but the mediums are gonna be degrading at the end of the race, so but yeah, there's not much laps to go. But yeah, also but yeah, degradation is much higher on this game than it used to be on the previous one, so we'll have to see. And still the Ferraris have the pace advantage, so yeah, we'll have to see. It's gonna be an interesting ending of this race, but for sure Miris Mela should be faster on the first couple of laps. And safety car is gonna be going out on this lap, so I'm gonna leave the commentary box for now. And I am gonna go into the race itself. It's Muffin who is gonna be leading the restart of this race, followed by Ebelsuk, then Paco. Ebelsuk is gonna be really slow, I have to say, because he has 15-lap-old hard tires. Paco is on much fresher tires, but still on the hard tires, I think it's not that easy to pull a move, so he might be there like an obstacle for the rest of the grid and allow Muffin to easily pull away. And I think Muffin is already started going, or he is trying to go. He's already got a 1.5 second gap. Here comes Paco on the slipstream of Ebelsuk. Ebelsuk needs to go completely to the inside if he wants to cover his position. And no, Paco's not trying to send a dive here into turn 1. He gets a really good traction, really good exit, but it's hard to overtake around here at Australia. Ebelsuk needs to defend as hard as he can, and he does. Luke is getting past Freestyler into turn 4 if I'm not wrong. Gets the move done. Now also already 2.1 second gap between Muffin and Ebelsuk. Ebelsuk doing an obstacle job here for the rest of the grid, allowing Muffin to pull away at front. Here comes Paco, gonna go on this slipstream. He's also gonna be attacked by Luke, by Freestyler as well. Here comes Mirismela on the faster compound of tires, all the way by the outside of Freestyler. They're going to the chicane and they made a bit of contact, I think, or almost made contact there. Ebelsuk managed to stay ahead. He's doing a great defense against these guys. Here comes, down the inside goes Paco on Ebelsuk, and they make contact there, and that's gonna allow Luke. That's gonna allow Luke through. Luke gets past the two of them. Gets ahead of Paco and Ebelsuk. Now Ebelsuk is gonna try and let his teammate through, as he is in position to attacking the two guys ahead of him, but he doesn't. Actually, he doesn't let him through. Mirismela also hasn't been able to get past any of these guys, even on the faster compound of tires. That shows how hard it is to overtake on this track. And Muffin has already got a 3.2 second gap ahead. And there goes Mirismela down the inside of Freestyler. Gets ahead, and Ebelsuk never let his teammate through, and that is allowing Mirismela to already have taken the place on him. And now he is possibly going to be taking the place on Ebelsuk as well. There is an accident at the back, that is Eat My Dust, round and off. at the end of sector 1. Here comes Miris Mela in what is gonna be an easy move on Ebelsuk. Gets easily ahead into the end of the straight, but he's had to use a lot of his ERS there. Next step, he's gonna have to go for Paco and then Luke, and I think he's still gonna finish in that P2. If he had a chance of challenging Muffin, I think that chance ran away when he crashed out at the pit lane entry. But yeah, it's really likely gonna be a P2 finish for Miris Mela still, if there's no more mistake from his part. Here comes Freestyler, and now this time Ebelsuk is gonna let his teammate through into turn 1 when it's safe to do and not gonna lose the place. And now he is gonna play a role here and maybe trying to hold Pantera a bit. Pantera is also getting a good run on Ebelsuk. Is he gonna try and send it down the inside here? No, there's not enough room to go for it. Well, not much action on track apart from this. Everyone overtaking Ebelsuk do his really old tires, and it's gonna be an easy move by Pantera there into the new straight. Gets past ahead of him. Next is gonna be Arin, I guess. Yeah, and there's not much of a battle to see right now on track. Muffin leading 2.9 seconds ahead of Luke, then comes Paco, then comes Miris Mela, then Freestyler face Pantera. Now is gonna be attacking Freestyler, but Freestyler having no penalties. Even if he gets overtaken, he should still be finishing ahead of this race from face Pantera, unless face Pantera has the pace to pull away from him. Is this gonna be an easy move by Pantera? It looks like it could be. Freestyler though has the inside line and can send it down the inside. He might have some retire, but it's in the pit lane. It's not gonna be a late safety car on this race. Both trying to go side by side here, leaving enough space to each other. Good racing by these two. But I think now it might be the time that face Pantera is gonna be getting ahead of Freestyler. They almost made contact in the middle of the straight, but it's finally face Pantera who gets ahead on the faster compound of tire. But Freestyler is now gonna be able to fight this one back. It's actually a Red Bull Haas battle here. Oh, and Pantera goes a bit wide there. This might allow Freestyler to have a fight back on him. Locking a bit the tires there into the hard braking point. And here comes Miris Mela at the back of Paco, but hasn't been able to get past him yet. He also has his DRS to defend, but here comes with a really good straight line speed. He's gonna try and send it down the inside of Paco. Gets the move done into turn 1. Next step is gonna be Luke, and then I don't think he'll be able to chase Muffin, but you never know. Paco's trying to fight this one back. Miris Mela is gonna break as late as he can and stays ahead of Paco at the end, and is now gonna go and chase for Luke on P2 of this race. Now Miris Mela trying to close the gap to Luke in P2. 1.2 is the gap now, 1.1. He should be on DRS range if he gets a clean lap on the next one, or maybe the hards are already working a bit better than the mediums, or at least they are on the same performance. but we'll see. We'll see. Still, Luke has, I think, 6 seconds of penalties. Evilsuk fighting against Arjen here into turn 1. Evilsuk has got ahead, stayed ahead, but here comes Arjen once again. Evilsuk is gonna try and defend it down the inside, but I think there's nothing else he can do. Oh, there's also Euge going there by the outside, almost 3 wide into turn 4. Euge tried to go for a move there, but wasn't able to. And Mirismela is now on the DRS. Face Pantera is out. Face Pantera out of the race. I don't know how was that, but that is gonna be an immediate safety car. And that is definitely gonna make things suck, because what is the strategy gonna be now? Is someone gonna come into a pit lane now for a fresh set of soft tires for the final laps of this race? Well, it's hard to overtake around here, but you never know what is what might be the winning strategy. Let's see what Muffin does. Muffin is coming in. Muffin is coming in for a fresh set of soft tires. Luke is staying out. Mirismela is staying out. Paco stays out as well. So might maybe Muffin have done the Ferrari strategy from real life into the game. Well, time will tell. He's gonna be definitely faster, but he is now stuck behind 6 drivers with around 4 laps remaining. So, well, 3 of them with penalties, but still, can he recover all those places? He's gonna have DRS like for 3 or 2 laps. So has Muffin just done a real life Ferrari strategy now? Now that's also driving a Ferrari. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. It's gonna be a sprint race to the line. Now everyone is gonna be back on the pack. Evilsuk and the McLarens are already catching back. Atom Kev is gonna be back at the train as well really soon. Still coming out of the pit lane on a fresh set of soft tires. So 11 drivers remain on this race, the last 5 on fresh set of soft tires. The top 6, 5 of them on 10 lap or more than 10 lap old hard tires, and Mirismela, the only one on 10 lap old medium tires. So who is gonna be now the winner? Is it gonna be Mirismela? Is it gonna be Muffin? Might even be maybe Freestyler or even someone else. Because we are meters of finding out. It's gonna be lap 26, 27, 28, 29. We're gonna have 4 laps of racing. That means we are gonna have 2 laps of DRS. So can Muffin make up 6 overtakes with only 2 laps of DRS? Actually 2 laps and a half, 1 lap and a half, because you don't have DRS on the first sector in the lap it's enabled. So just gonna have DRS on the final sector. But of course there's also this long straight that gives you a lot of slipstream where you can overtake as well. So we will see what is gonna be the winning strategy. Muffin should have the pace advantage. He has 5-6 drivers ahead of him to overtake if he wants to take this win of the race. Safety car is gonna be going out on this lap. Sir Luke is gonna be restarting the race. Mirismela might want to have a run on him into turn 1, maybe on the faster compound of tires, but maybe those tires are equal now that they are 10 lap old. We will see who is gonna end up winning this Australian Grand Prix. 11 drivers remain. You never know what can happen. It's gonna be a 4-lap sprint to the line, and Luke gets a really good restart. Mirismela was caught slipping a bit there, but Luke makes a mistake now. Luke makes a bit of a mistake there, a tiny slide. This will allow him back into contention. Look at Freestyler is at the back of Paco. Is gonna try and go for a move, maybe into turn 4 or turn 3. I don't remember the name of the corner, the number of the corner exactly, but you know, into the next braking point. Muffin, oh, there's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag that has Ouch off. That is Ouch off. Muffin has already overtaken. Well, Ouch, yeah, that's one that went off. Mirismela 1.1 second behind Luke. Paco in 3rd place. Freestyler in 4th. Here comes Muffin and is gonna try and go Ferrari now into a long straight with 4 laps to go. It should be an easy move there by Muffin. He's gonna go all the way on the inside and is easily gonna get past Arin on those fresh set of soft tires for 4 laps. Next is gonna be Freestyler if he can get past him. And here comes Arin on Evelsuk. Evelsuk on soft tires, Arin on old hards. Already been overtaken by the Haas driver. Here comes Ben as well. Is he gonna send it here? No. He is gonna wait for the next straight to try and get past him. Luke leads from Mirismela, then from Paco, then from Freestyler, then comes Muffin, who is closing the gap into the Haas driver but hasn't been able to overtake yet. So I said this might have been the real life Ferrari strategy, but we'll find out in the next couple of moments. Yeah, if Muffin stayed out, I think he would have easily stayed into the lead of the race now. So yeah, if he doesn't win this race, then yeah, it's gonna be definitely a real life Ferrari strategy. But he still has 3 more laps to make this overtake, but he's running out of ERS. The man ahead of him on older tires has more ERS than him. But yeah, of course he's getting the better track. He is gonna try and get past, but Freestyler is not gonna make it easy for him. He's defending all the way on the inside. Nothing else Muffin can do. Can he try and get past into the next braking point? No, he can't. He is gonna be losing time against him. I remember the softs don't last for long on this track. Muffin is losing a lot of time against Freestyler here. And with no ERS, there's not much he can do. He maybe could have think about a move down the inside there, but doesn't. DRS is gonna be enabled now on this lap. Freestyler goes a bit wider. Can now Muffin be thinking about a move? No, he can't. Can he get it done into the next corner? Not here, but in the next one. He doesn't get a good exit. Freestyler gets a much better one. Ben now picks a penalty. Can he try and move all the way by the outside? Try and break the latest by the outside. Yes, he's trying that. But Freestyler defends it really well there, leaving a space to each other. But Freestyler now picks a penalty. Picks up a penalty. That's gonna... Well, at least Muffin is gonna be finishing this race on P2 due to penalties. But, of course, he might have just thrown away what was an easy win for him. Might have just been thrown into the garbage right now. Freestyler slows down a bit there. Now goes Muffin. Evelsuk's also getting past Freestyler into a long straight. And now we are coming into the final lap of this race. Sir Luke is leading the race. Then comes Mirismela. But of course Mirismela is gonna win on penalties. Luke is gonna take possibly the win on track because he has more ERS to defend his position. Muffin is 2.2 seconds behind his teammate Paco, and he doesn't have any more time to get past. So now he depends on some mess ahead of him to be able to still win this race. But I have to say, Ferrari real-life strategy brought by Muffin into the game and is thrown away what was an easy win today at Albert Park. Coming into the final meters of this race, Luke leads from Mirismela. Mirismela is gonna be victorious here in Albert Park as it's going now. Muffin unable to really close the gap. He's only made up 5/10 on his teammate on this lap. Now he's even losing time. As I said, those softs are really garbage around here at Australia. So we are now gonna go on board with the man that is gonna win at the Australian Grand Prix. Here come the drivers, the top three, into the final couple of corners, and into the final corner Luke is gonna take the win on track, but on penalties it's gonna be Mirismela who wins the Australian Grand Prix after a massive strategic meme brought to us by Muffin, replying the Ferrari real life strategy. But it's still gonna be a double podium for the Ferrari drivers that unfortunately brought the clown stuff from real life into the game today and have thrown away what was an easy win. And look at the times I'm getting here, 56 seconds, that's crazy, and I think they're gonna have to make a lot of research in who got the fastest lap today, because this is a joke. What is this? Anyways, Mirismela who wins the race, Muffin in second, Paco completes the podium. Double Ferrari podium with a Williams winner today. Then comes Luke in fourth, who, after getting 6 seconds of penalties, I think it's not a bad result at all. Evilsuk P5, Fierce Teller on P6, Adam Kev on P7, Deadly Mosquito on P8, Ben on P9 and Aaron on P10. Finally, Elch was the last man to finish this race on P11. Everyone else DNF the race. So I'm gonna read the last comments from the commentary box before saying goodbye. A message from Mist says, this with the commentator is just satisfying. FRL Parrot says, Evilsuk show penalties. Oh, I didn't see this at the moment. I was focused on the race. I'm sorry. Easy win for Muffin. And then he says, the has rubbed his wing now. Then Steen that doesn't agree with a penalty. I don't know exactly what penalty he's referred to. Yeah, I don't really know what penalty he was referring to, but... Then Hoens says goated defending. So I guess he's referring to the Haas to Freestyler when he was defending against Muffin on the softs. I guess it was that. And oh, I think the penalty Steen doesn't agree with. I guess it's the penalty that Freestyler got at the end when fighting with Muffin. I think he was referring to that possibly. And well, that's the end of the commentaries. So of the commentaries. So I'm gonna say goodbye now, and that was well, it was a race full of carnage, but it was really fun to watch. At least it was not a boring race at all from the spectator view. Possibly the drivers didn't enjoy it as much as I did, but we are gonna be back next weekend for round 2. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the race as well, and we'll meet again next weekend. Goodbye.